Welcome back to What's New. There's a very popular comedian coming to Cleveland this summer to film her 6th Netflix special. Her name is Iliza Shlesinger. Iliza has taped her previous specials bets in very, very cool locations. Now her Back in Action tour will be here at Connor Palace in Playhouse Square. It's set for July 23rd.
And we love it when big names come to the lands, most certainly. So, of course, we want to know why Cleveland was the one chosen for Iliza's next production. And that, of course, would fall to our Stephanie Haney, who talked with her on her 3 Things to Know podcast. Stephanie, what did she have to say about this?
Betsy, I have to tell you, it was wonderful to talk with Iliza. Her Back in Action tour will be here. She had a baby in January, but really, if you follow this woman on Instagram, you know she never stopped working except for the 8 weeks after she delivered her baby. So it's no surprise. As soon as she could, she got back on tour and she locked in another Netflix special, which she tells me is her best hour yet. So here is what she had to say about why she picked Cleveland for her 6th Netflix special.
So I chose Cleveland. I chose the Big C because it's big. It's a diverse enough audience, so you're not just talking to like carbon copies of yourself, and you get a lot of inclusion in your audience. And it's a major metropolitan city, and it's in the Midwest. I mean, is Ohio? I mean, I know Ohio's the Midwest, but I always feel like it's like sneakily to the East Coast.
Okay, obviously this commentary from Iliza, she does make a good point. If you're looking on a map, it's kind of hard to argue that we're the Midwest. And most people actually responded to a poll I posted in the What's New Facebook page saying we are the Midwest. But regardless, this is where I informed her that we also kind of go by the North Coast, which is my preferred name for Ohio, having lived on both the West Coast in LA and the East Coast in New York. And Iliza, of course, had a funny take on that and then went on to say more good things about Cleveland, which we love.
What are people in Michigan? What about their coast? There's so many coasts up there. What if you live in Wisconsin? There's a lot of coasts. So I hope you don't get canceled for that.
Bring it on.
But I picked Cleveland because we always have great shows in Cleveland. And so I was like, let's take it to the north coast of the upper Midwest that touches Pennsylvania.
We're happy that we beat out anybody else that was in consideration. I'm just going to go ahead and say.
Wonderful. With a bat. Yeah. Cleveland style.
I'm glad our reputation precedes us. So Iliza's show will be here with her signature, sassy, and always honest take on the world that we are living in. And if you haven't seen her first 5 comedy specials, I recommend binging them on Netflix before seeing this show at Playhouse Square on July 23rd. And you know, Jay and Betsy, I've been following her comedy since I first saw her perform at a charity show that I worked on in Los Angeles. That was about 10 years ago. And it has been fun to see her and her comedy involved. It really kind of feels like we've grown up together. So the full podcast is worth a watch, I think, as a major fangirl. And we've got links to the tickets to the show on WKYC.com if people want to check that out.
Awesome. Thank you, Steph.